Yes, you are quite literally peeking over my shoulder right now. And here's what I want to tell you that I think is so important in your fashion practice. What most people are assuming is that it's about having these people miraculously take a pencil and draw these perfect lines and create these gorgeous faces and figures and fashions in a single brush stroke. Well, that's not what I believe. It's not how I've ever approached. The first thing I learned when I got to art school, we started to sketch, first of all, very, very quickly. But notice here, look what I'm doing. I'm holding my pencil in a way you're not used to. And I'm using the side of my pencil. And it gives me very soft figures. I'm using a Prismacolor pencil, which is very sensitive. I'm just working it very lightly right now to start. Okay, and I've just created this head shape. Now, I talk about proportion in my courses, about how to do like an 8-head proportion. It's not really the focus of my discussion today, but I just want to show you how I quickly can build a figure. This one I'm doing from my imagination, but we work from photos forever before we start drawing them from our heads, because what happens is you get a vocabulary that you build from studying the real thing. Okay, use something called the plumb line to help locate where the feet land. And I use large ellipses and spheres to build the muscle masses. So that includes, legs, knees, calves, right? Shoulders, bust. Now, I may have lost you already. You might be like, what on earth? Why? What is the point of this? Okay, I'm going to tell you a few things that are happening here. For one thing, I'm drawing with my arm. So I'm easily able to create a body. You may have noticed we've only been working for like 2 minutes, and I have like this whole body already. Okay. Another reason, great thing about using my whole arm is that there's real motion happening on the page. A lot of action and movement. And I don't know if you've noticed too that I haven't stopped moving since I started. I once had an exercise where a teacher, told us, don't stop moving. This particular pose, this exercise, you're not allowed to stop moving. So if you don't know where to go, just hover somewhere. I'm hovering now, see? And then when you think of something you're sure of, then you can go move in and get more clear. So I'm doing that. I haven't stopped moving, and it literally fuses life and movement into my drawing. Now, there's a lot of other things going on in here that I'll talk about in other videos, but today, what I want you to think about with this particular exercise is the point of not stopping moving, about filling the figure in. Do you realize that this is a full body, filled in? There are actually no lines here. The only lines you have are the edges of what I've sketched. That's something I want you to really think about. Rather than having line come first, what if line comes later? What if line is something you only do after you're certain about your sketch? What if I can trace over the body that I already found, and now I can, design a dress or whatever I'm interested in designing, but I have a figure to work off of. That's how designers can get those really fancy drawings and make it look easy. You don't know when they're using an undersketch for reference. Okay, so what I want you to work on first is get some bodies, practice working from pure bodies, and create a body that is filled in, solid, and not working. What I call this is working from the inside out and not from the outside in. Build your body from the inside out and see how that feels. Every time you do one of these new exercises, you're going to find that your eye changes and your approach changes. And that's what this is about. That's growth. That's development and change. Change is something we're also passionate about in fashion. Okay, it's an industry that can attract a lot of harsh and negative realities, and I want to teach fashion with love so that we can create an industry or micro industry that also works with love. You shouldn't have to sell your soul to get into fashion. You should be able to, if you take truly inspired actions around your work, you'll be able to build a business model fused with love, a message fused with love, work with people who work with love, and create a life that you love. Okay, I always tell my students that we are designing a life, not just designing a dress. There's so much that goes around the dress. So be curious, look up ethical fashion, sustainable fashion. Look for designers where you can recognize love in their work, not just the beauty of the aesthetics, but the whole way they're doing business. Try this exercise. Please comment below and let me know what kind of successes you had, what kind of troubles you had. Let me know if you have questions. Let me know if you liked it. Tag a friend, share. Subscribe to my YouTube channel now so you can get the next videos coming up. And also, you can come over to my website and subscribe. There's actually a video mini course free with your subscription to my website. I also love Instagram. So Fashion Illustration Tribe is my username on Instagram. And I just love, I can't even begin to talk to you. I'm going to have to do another blog about what's happening over there. Instagram is a place where you can create your own magazines. You can find what you're interested in, and actually collect and create images in your own style and not get dictated to from anyone. This is the new era. It's so exciting to be here now. You don't have to go to the newsstand and pick up the latest so someone can tell you what's hip and happening. Be you. Find what you love. Collect and forge your own path. And that's what we're here for. Fashion Illustration Tribe. Thanks for joining me. And don't forget to comment. I want to hear from you. I want to know what you need. I want to know how it went for you. Okay? Thank you. See you next time. It's Laura.